This is Lab 5 demo from Sungmin and Doan. We have all the signals coming out from the monitor, which the D1. Okay, and we have the ASK signal, which changes according to the LFSR bit. Then we have the FSK, changes according to the LFSR. The BPSK. Then we have the LFSR. You see that there's according to our code, the pseudo-random bit generator, we can see ones and zeros coming in randomly. And of course, we can see them in sine waves. We can see the bottom wave generator in sine waves, 3 Hertz, the cos wave, the sawtooth wave, and the square wave as shown. This is our README document. We have the LFSR simulation, which is done on all the simulations are done on the University waveform on Quartus, right? So we can see how the LFSR, the bit changes every time on the rising edge of the clock. And this is the DDS simulation, the waveform generator for the simulation, because we couldn't fit in with the phase increment of 258. We used a very high value, and we were able to see the different values that were output through the sine wave and the respective waves. And this is the synchronizer, so we needed a synchronizer because the LFSR is 0. It was in the slow clock domain, and we had to bring it up to the fast clock domain. So this is a signal, and this is the wave that was this is the wave that we were able to observe as expected. And the this is now we go into the signal tab. We have the LFSR. You can see the values constantly changing. Then we have the DDS simulation, the waveform, and once again we aren't able to see like the transitions, but we could see the numbers changing on the wave values, on the waveforms. And this is also a signal tab simulation from slow clock to fast clock, and this was the wave we could see as expected. And going on to our code. Right, so this is the code that was added. We have the synchronizer, which is basically the slow clock to fast clock, dealing with the LFSR 0. We instantiate the DDS waveform. Right. And we have the modulation selector and the signal selector, depending on what wave we would like to choose. These are LFSR code. The synchronizer code here as well. And also we had the clock divider, which is basically brought from lab 1 because we needed to get the 1 Hertz clock from the 50 megahertz internal clock. Okay. Thank you.